What is up everyone? Pogo Sean GG here and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my very first battles in Season 7. And in this video we go 24 wins, 0 losses, and 1 tie. So I'm going to be showcasing the more exciting battles. I know there's a bunch of spice in the beginning of the season. I'll share a couple, but mainly I'm sharing with you the battles that give me a little bit more of a challenge and something that's more exciting to watch. And these videos were recorded on Twitch. I will be leaving the link in the description. I would love for you guys to stop by and check it out. I'm enjoying streaming a lot. I want to be trying to have a more consistent stream just because it's so fun and I'm interacting with you guys. And yeah, let's get right into the battles. Alright, so for our first matchup of the season, we're going to be looking at a Whiscash. And this is a horrible matchup for us, so I need to get into my Sableye and hopefully win back switch advantage. So they switched out extremely late, so this guarantees that I could just drop shields in order to line up my Tropius against that Whiscash. So I'm going to be landing these foul plays here, overcharging a little, and throwing my foul plays on their CMP. So that we go ahead and block the Sky Attack. We're almost up at our third foul play, and we're going to be landing the second one. Gets the shield and taking both shields here. If they shield this, they're in a bad position. They shouldn't have shielded that because this ensures I leave with energy, even though I drop both shields. Now the scary thing is that if I bring my Tropius in, when my Sableye gets knocked out, I have to catch a Blizzard on my Stunfisk. That's pretty much the only option I have because I drop both shields. Risky, but it's something we have to do. There was definitely a better way to play this, but YOLO, we're having fun. So I guess I didn't get to the Blizzard. I'm thinking of a different game. I'm sorry. They threw the Mud Bomb on Sableye, that's why. So they don't have an option of response to Tropius, and they bring out a Victory Bell, which isn't Shadow, and we go ahead and take that game. Good stuff. Alright. So for our next match, we are going up against a Skarmory, which we get an incredible lead, so we're just going to be chilling here. It looks like my opponent's staying in. I don't know what he's doing. So when a bad lead like this stays in against our Stunfisk, that means they're double weak. So they have to sacrifice their Skarmory in order to line up their Stunfisk counter against my Stunfisk. They're staying in here, they're chilling, and I believe I get shields here, which is kind of weird. No, I am completely thinking about a different matchup. So they're just going to be throwing their Sky Attacks here. I want to stop saying here. I need to stop saying that word. Everyone says that word. So, Sky Attack. I'm shielding this up because I want to protect my Stunfisk to have more play with it against the back. I thought it was a Brave Bird, but it's not. I'm going to be left to farm down. And it is a Stunfisk. So for some reason they thought they're going to be catching a Rock Slide, but they caught an Earthquake, which is great for us. Puts us at a greater advantage. And I count to 8, and I catch a triple resisted Earthquake on Tropius. These switches, catching Earthquake on Tropius, I'm about, I want to say, a 70% success rate. Feels really good. So I think that's one of the key things that you need to practice if you want to get to Legend or get higher, is to know your counts and where to catch an Earthquake on my team, because nothing on my team can take an Earthquake besides Tropius. So I need to catch that Earthquake there. They bring out their Skarmory. So if they're at a point where I could just farm down, they swap out immediately and they bring out a Shadow Mewtwo. Now that is spice. I respect that so much. It's actually so cool. So cool. But however, they're in a bad spot. I don't even need to throw a charge move. I could just throw about 9 Shadow Claws and this Mewtwo is going down. And they spend an Elite Charge TM. I did too. I used Shadow Mewtwo for Kanto Cup and it was a whole lot of fun. But I honestly think Confusion is the way to go. Cool, GG's to my opponent. And for the next matchup, we're running into Dewgong. So I need to stay in here because Tropius has a horrible matchup against what's his face? Dewgong. Well, it actually has a decent matchup because we could throw super effective Leaf Blades. But I don't want it to see it because it's doing double super effective and it's pretty bad. So I'm just gonna go through Rock Slides here with the debuff. This matchup is still playable. Probably gonna commit a shield here. And I'm getting these Rock Slides off as fast as I can because the more icy winds they throw at us, the less damage it'll do. And I'm gonna go ahead and shield here. This has to be a Water Pulse, right? Right, so I don't want to lose my Stunfisk. And I go ahead and throw my Rock Slide at the Dewgong, hopefully to take it out or draw a shield. I'm fine with either, and it gets taken down. So I have two responses to Medicham in the back. So I decide to go into Tropius, which lures out Bastiodon, which is great. So we kept our Stunfisk alive, which ensures we could beat the Bastiodon. So I'm just going to be throwing these Leaf Blades. I'm not going to get too fancy. I'm not going to overcharge. And yeah, I think they throw energy here, which is their mistake. I could be wrong. Yeah, so they throw energy here, which ensures I get to another move on Stunfisk, and I think they switch too. No, so we go ahead and let it go. Interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and farm this down with Sableye. It's getting farmed, and I think their mistake is not switching out. I know it's a horrible matchup for Medicham, but you can't let Sableye farm you down and be so far ahead on energy. They throw a power-up punch here. I get these foul plays off that we're doing neutral damage. But we're in a really good spot. We're in an incredible spot. It looks like they have power-up punch and possibly psychic, which is double resisted. And we're going to go ahead and take out this Medicham. I'm telling you guys, Sableye is my best friend, and I actually got it best buddy today, which is really exciting. All right, for this next matchup, we're up against an Umbreon, and this is pretty a neutral matchup. They just need to shield an Earthquake. If we land an Earthquake, we are in a good spot. So yeah, that's what we're looking to do. We're not going to be looking to bait. I don't see a purpose in baiting, just because Umbreon is so bulky that they don't shield anything. Play roughs, they don't shield it. No, you don't need to shield it because you're just so bulky. Cool, so we're going to go for the second Earthquake. It looks like they're sacking this, which probably is an indicator that they're weak to Stunfisk in the back as well. So they want to line up the Stunfisk with their counter to Stunfisk. So I'm going to preserve some health and throw a last resort for some reason, which is really strange. I don't want them to get to another foul play, so I'm landing this Rock Slide. And it looks like they bring in a Azu, and we're just going to be landing an Earthquake. So what's kind of scary is, whoa, I bring in my Sableye. This is a really questionable play, but it looks like I got them down to half health, and they throw an Ice Beam, which is really great. And I'm going to be looking to throw some foul plays. This won't KO it, but it'll put it in farming range. And they bring in a Medicham. Interesting. Medicham, this is a really bad matchup for Medicham, like really bad. And we could actually win this down. We could win this matchup with less health and less shields. One less shield. However, Tropius has incredible play with both of these Pokemon, so I'm not going to be looking to use any shields and just give it to Tropius, because we could just farm down this Medicham and oh dude, we're styling. There's literally no reason for us to do that. Wow, cool. And we're gonna have a Leaf Blade to throw at this Azu, and this is a good game. Good game there. So they made a mistake. They had a response to Stunfisk in the back with both Pokemon. They had an answer to Stunfisk with both Pokemon in the back. They had a Medicham and an Azu. They could have switched in either one of those, preferably the Azu. Cool. So in our next match, we're up against Abomasnow. Abomasnow wins this in the 2-shield. Now I'm noticing my opponent switches out. He's like storing energy and likes to switch out. So I keep this in mind for the next interaction. So I land the Earthquake, and I'm gonna look to land, farm this down. So when they throw Shadow Ball here, that means they have, I think that indicates they have Bubble Beam, but it's okay. And we're gonna throw this Foul Play off. That would do a lot of damage to Obamaface. They're going to be throwing Weather Ball here. I'm going to be looking to land another Foul Play. Okay, remember how they stored up energy, a lot of energy, and they switched out? So I'm expecting that to happen again. That was a CMP tie, which is great. So I have to bring out my Stunfisk, right? Regardless of what comes out, I have to switch into Tropius. So they're doing it again. They try to store up a bunch of energy and catch on their Azu. However, they're met with my Tropius, which could win all shield scenarios, which is really great. We could actually take an Ice Beam. We could take an Ice Beam and still win the 2-shield, which is cool. And we get an extra Air Slash in. But it's more of an advantage. So they have Play Rough here. So Play Rough, I could actually farm a lot more. And I'm throwing an Ice just to get some extra energy, but it doesn't matter. And I could have threw a Leaf Blade, but in this high pressure situation, I wanted to go for the super effective build. So that's a GG to my opponent. Really meta team there. So Hypno. They switch out right away, and I go into my Tropius. I could have gone into either one, to be honest. Yeah. I could have gone into Sableye too, but I'm going to look to shield this. If I went into Sableye, I wouldn't have to shield, but it's okay. And I'm almost at 100 energy. I throw these Leaf Blades off. I don't want to throw Air Slashes just because of the fact that Leaf Blade gets the job done. It puts out the same effect. It draws shields, and we take both shields, and they get greedy and try to farm us down. We get to our 3rd Leaf Blade, which is going to ensure we win the switch. We're probably going to farm down with Hypno, and we do. Now I have a choice here. I think going into Sableye is the best option. Yeah. So I shield up here just because Sableye has better play against this Machamp and Hypno. So this is going to take out the Machamp. I think the Foul Play wouldn't have taken out the Machamp because it's resisted, and they're in a really bad spot. It would look to land this Foul Play, and this will almost take it out because Hypno is just a bulk monster. And if this is a punch, we survive it as well. Thunder Punch, and we're going to be able to farm down and take the W here. Take the W. Take the win. Okay, So all these are wins, and this is the game, this powerful muscle man dude. This is the game where we take the tie. So this matchup, I like to sneak in rock slide. I'm sorry, I like to sneak in a mud shot. If we sneak in a mud shot, we could actually win the 2 shield or CMP. So we get a mud shot in there. I think we get 2 mud shots ahead in this game. We could take 1. So they got an extra wing attack in there. And I think I forgot what happens here. So I have to shield this up, right? But I think we're a mud shot ahead. So I need to win this. And we have the same idea. We we're trying to catch the rock slide and weather ball on different Pokemon. But now we're met with, I'm in a bad matchup. This is kind of an even matchup, to be honest. Tropius, this is slightly in favor of Stunfisk. Tropius can win this in the 2 shield, and Stunfisk wins the other scenarios. But what this does is it gets Stunfisk low, but that allows me to farm with my Stunfisk. I'm not sure what happens here because I forgot, but that's the way I play out in my head. That's what happens. And they can't farm us down because those mud shots are triple resisted. And we could actually farm down with our Stunfisk. That's the play, right? Did I misplay here? Okay, no, I didn't. Throw the rock slide, this gets the KO, and I'm like switching like no other because they have a weather ball stored, that's for sure. And they bring out a Toxicroak. We get to the booze at the same time, so I need to sneak in. So they were 1 counter ahead. It was a little decent. The Mudglab comes through, and I throw the foul play. Maybe this was a mistake. Let's see what happens. It's getting really dicey here. So I think they switch, right? Oh no! They land the weather ball. So we're at 2 rock slides. Okay. They don't get the wing attack through when I throw the second one. And the Toxicroak is at pretty much 1 health. And we do a simultaneous KO, which leads to our only tie. No losses this set. So that was a really, really close game. Maybe I could have played that a little bit different, but we both had the same idea of catching our charge moves on different Pokemon. Good game. Cool, Marowak lead. This is kind of a neutral matchup, slightly favoring Stunfisk, I think. But I usually go for the rock slide. Build up Earthquake energy and go for the rock slide. Because Earthquake does 1-hit KO. This is just going to be another Bone Club. I'm going to be shielding this up. I'm not going to be shielding it up, I'm sorry. And go for the rock slide. I think they shield here, right? They do shield here, so I can go for the Earthquake and take it out with a shield advantage as well. Scrafty comes in. So I have a good response with this with my Tropius. And I typically don't throw Air Slashes here, because Air Slash isn't the best move. So Sableye, this is a double dark team. So Sableye barely has any play here. So I'm going to be looking to land another Leaf Blade, I believe, and then switch to Sableye. So Sableye is just taking damage and getting some chip off on Umbreon, because it's going to have little play on Scrafty and Umbreon. I can take this. We can take it. So I'm hoping this Umbreon knocks me out, so we can farm down with Tropius and get a lot of energy off on Scrafty. We land the return. Scrafty comes out, farms us down. We throw energy here. Okay, I understand it. They want to buff up their dude, increase their attack. So I shield here, but I know this is just a power punch. Just to keep it safe, I throw the Air Slash because I need to knock this out. I don't want to get hit by Foul Play. So if you're going to throw one move, I would just throw the Aerial Ace, take it out with one more Air Slash, and get this Leaf Blade off on Umbreon. We could have taken a Foul Play too, but we had the move, might as well throw it, and that's a GG. And coming up with my next opponent, it's another previous rank, legend rank. We're off with a good lead. They're doing neutral damage while we're doing super effective with our Rock Slides. It takes multiple Weather Balls to knock out Stunfisk, so we just need 2 Rock Slides, which is great. So they're staying in here. Are you double weak, bro? Are you double weak? Is that what's going on? I think I go ahead and shield up one. I don't. We're risking it. Being risky. We throw the Rock Slide. Hopefully it KOs. Doesn't. Gets a shield, which is I'm okay with. I'm gonna shield this up. These things, I hate going up against these things. It charges energy so fast, and when if you think it has a move, it has a move, like 100%. So they're not shielding that up, so this has to be a Blizzard, right? Big shield, big shield. If I didn't shield that, I would have lost. So whatever they throw here is just going to be a Weather Ball. They can't get the 2 Blizzards in this matchup. So we go ahead and farm this guy down. I think we get hit with a Weather Ball here. Yep. And I think they let this go. They should be taking out Ninetales, and what do they got in the back? Pelipper. So we're in a pretty good spot. Sableye could handle this, but we're down a shield, which is kind of unfortunate. However, it takes 2 Weather Balls to take us out, so we got to be careful. And I think my opponent just gave up. And that's a GG. Okay, and that was the last battle. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys liked the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you can, please check out the Twitch. Please follow. And hopefully we can see you there too. So see you guys next time. Peace.